Hello, Justin. So today in our math class, we're going to focus on adding again. And you did a really nice job last Thursday with showing me your skills in adding. So we're just going to keep repeating this and practicing it so we get better. So our goals for today are to solve 6 out of 10 multi-digit adding problems, which means the numbers have 2 digits and they have dots on them. We're also going to focus on identifying place value into the hundreds, and when we do our adding, we're going to separate by place value, start in the ones place, and use our dots to solve even more problems later this week. So in our warm-up, we're going to focus on place value and a word problem. So this number is part 1 of our warm-up. And it's a 3-digit number that we're going to focus on place value with. So I'm going to separate it into the different place values. This number is 359. All the way over here is the ones place, and we use cubes to show ones. Our middle number is the tens place, and we use rods to show tens. And then all the way over here is the hundreds, and the hundreds we use flats. So I'm going to build this number, and then we'll talk about hundreds, tens, and ones this week. So we're focusing on the ones. We have 9 ones. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 ones. Now we're looking at our tens, and there's 5 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to our hundreds, and there's 3 of them. There's not a whole lot of space, but we have 1, 2, 3. So they're kind of on top of each other, but we have 100, 200, 300, 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 351, 352, 353, 354, 355, 356, 357, 358, 359. So our blocks match our 359 number. We have the ones, tens, and hundreds place. Now we're going to our word problem. Over here is the different steps for our word problem. We're going to circle the numbers, underline the question, show our work, and use labels. So it says, Dr. Brown had 24 winter stickers. Miss Poitra gave him 15 more stickers. How many stickers does Dr. Brown have now? So you can try this on paper if you'd like to with me. So we're going to circle our numbers. I see the number 24. I see the number 15. And I don't see any more numbers. So we did number 1. Now I'm going to underline the question, which is at the very end, and it has a question mark. Right here's a question mark. So we did our step number 2. Now we're going to show our work. So we're going to start at the beginning, and when we get to the number, we're going to write it down and cross it off of our word problem. That tells us that we already used that number. So Dr. Brown had 24 winter stickers. So I see a number, I'm going to write it down, and I'm going to cross it off because we use the number 24 up here. Miss Poitra gave him 15 more stickers. So I'm going to write 15 right below. I'm going to cross that number off because we used it in our problem. Now I'm back to the question. How many stickers does Dr. Brown have now? So we started with 24 and he got 15 more. We're trying to find the total. So are we going to add or subtract? We're going to add. And I'm going to separate by place value because this shows us that we're breaking the problem apart and only focusing on parts at a time. So 4 plus 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. You could use your fingers or your head to figure that out. Now we're going to our tens place. 2 plus 1 is 3. So our answer is 39. We showed our work and now we're going to use labels. So what are we talking about? 39 what? 39 shoes, 39 suckers. We're talking about stickers. 39 stickers. So we use labels. Labels are words at the end to show what we're talking about. So that was our warm-up. And now we're going to do a teacher example. So this is our example. And these are the different steps that we're going to do when we're adding. I know it might be not always fun to put a line between our numbers, but we're going to do that for this assignment so that we can break it apart and focus on the ones and then the tens. So I'm going to do a line between my numbers, and I'm starting in the ones place. For adding and subtracting, we're always starting in our ones place. We never start in our tens. Always the ones. So now I'm going to add. 1 plus 7 is 8. And then I'm going over to my tens place. 1 plus 8 is 9. So my answer is 98. Now I'm going over to the other problem. I'm drawing a line. And I'm starting in my ones place. 0 plus 7 is 7. 5 plus 3 is 8. And if I didn't know what 5 plus 3 was, I can use these dots to help me. So I start with my big number, which is 5, and I say it out loud. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we count up using the dots on the small number. Our answer is 87. So now you're going to try some problems on your own. And you have 10 problems. So we always want to remember to draw a line between our numbers, and this dotted line reminds you. We start in the ones place, we add, we go to our tens and add. And that's your homework for today.